everyone. I just made a part 1 video on how to save WPC files for someone in the craft room, and that was saving into the Blue Book. Now this is part 2, and I'm going to show you how to save a file onto a flash drive or into your documents. So I have this Easter egg, and what I'm going to do is go up here to where it says File. I'm going to left click on it, go down to where it says Save As, and I want to get out of here entirely. I want to get back to the basics. Okay, so let's say I just plugged in my flash drive, which goes into your USB port. They're very inexpensive. You can find them at drugstores, you can find them at office supply stores, but that's where I choose to save my files in case my computer crashes. I don't lose everything out of my Blue Book in case I didn't back it up. I have it on my flash drive, which I also save onto disks as well. So I'm going to open up Removable Disk G, which mine happens. I have two different ones. One is a flash drive that I'm using for an entirely different purpose, but this is the one that I'm using for our purposes today. So I'm going to double click on it. And this was the banner that I had made from before. I don't need that in there. So these are the files that I have set up. These are my web files that I have from my website. And then over here, if you scroll down, you're going to see it says PAS, and I've got alphabet letters, animals, arrows, babies, like lots of different categories. And what I like to do, for example, I'm going to scroll down to where it says holidays. So when you have holidays, when I double click on this, you'll go in and you'll find more files. And I have Easter, so I want to save my file in the Easter file. I'm going to double click on that, and I'm just going to put Easter egg. Well, you'll see I have lots of different Easter eggs. There's one that's already named Easter egg, and if I save this as Easter egg, it's going to erase the one that's already there. So I'm going to put Easter egg 2. That way it won't mess up the original Easter egg that I had from before. I'm going to hit save. Okay, now if I go in there and look again, we had named it Easter egg, and where was it? Easter egg, and then there's Easter egg 2. Well, how do I know which one that I want? So that's, I mean, you could save them that way, but it's not going to do you any good. So what I like to do is save a photo of it. So I have it highlighted with bounding boxes. I'm going to go to File and hit Export. Okay. And in the box it says Import JPEG, and this is what you want to make sure. On this part here, there's a drop-down box. You want to make sure that you have JPEG highlighted. That's the important part. Okay, now I need to name this file, but I need to name it exactly the way I named the last file. So let's go up here, and it shows you up here the last file was named Easter egg 2. So I need to type this in exactly as you see it, spaces and everything. Easter egg. And if you notice there's no space between the two, I want it exactly so it goes right next to it. And you can see here's the original one down here, Easter egg 2 WPC. This one is going to be a JPEG. So don't click on the highlight, even though it's showing up. Don't click on that. Just leave it the way that you have it and hit save. Now you're going to get a bitmap property. Okay, I like to save mine in a resolution of 50 just for these purposes. I don't go any higher than that unless I'm going to be printing it out. So for my purposes of just glancing at the photo, I put in resolution of 50. I mean, some people put 75. It really doesn't matter. I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so now we know that it's saved as a WPC file and as a bitmap or JPEG. So let's open this up now. We go over and we look for Easter egg. Well, I'm looking. The picture's still not there. What is that? You have to come down here to where it says Fisher Puzzles WPC, hit the arrow, and hit All Files. Okay, now they're really small. Still can't see it. So what you have to do is come over here